Hey guys, so in the last video, which I did a few minutes ago, and I'm kind of happy about this because I like to do two of these videos every weekend, and I didn't get a chance to do one yesterday. But in the last video, if basically I was like trying to use a service, and for some reason my code wasn't working properly, and I think I figured it out. I haven't actually tried it. I just did some reading, and I looked at some of my other code where I did things a little different. Um, and it all comes down. And God, these are just the best bugs, right? Because these are the bugs where you really start to understand just how the fine details. But if you look at what I did was in the constructor of my service. So basically, what was happening is I would hit record, and I would just be like, hello. And I would get some text back. But that quit working. And I was very confused on why that didn't work. And I early on, and I don't know if you watched one of the earlier videos, I got really confused because I forgot how to do dependency injection, and I kind of did a different thing. I actually constructed a new service. So if you look, so here, let me just show you. Like, see how I have creating speech service, and I misspelled speech twice. Um, if you go into my service right now, what you'll see is right in the constructor, I have creating speech service, and I have it twice. And the reason I have it twice makes total sense because when you look in the app, you'll see new speech service. And then if you look in record button, you see new speech service. So I'm creating two separate speech services. But what you typically, well, in this case, what I want is a singleton. I want them to share the space, the, the speech service. So I believe what I'm supposed to do, and this is what I actually had started to do, is I need to use this thing called the inject. And I believe inject is a function that basically will bring is like the it'll bring in services, and then instead of new, I need to say, I believe it's inject speech service. Oh man, so that's not how I do it. I have another application where I did this right correctly. Let me see. 3JS inject. Oh no, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's exactly right. And so if I do that here, and then I come back into here, and and I import inject from core, and then I say inject speech service, and then now if we look at our console log when this gets created, there should only be one. Yeah, so see, they're sharing the same one. Before they were both making two separate calls, and that is like I'm really glad that I made that mistake early on. I remember I was just sort of like not thinking clearly that day. I think it was probably last Saturday, and it was just like I can't remember. I was asking ChatGPT, and just nothing was working. So now I think it'll work. So let's check it out. Hello, hello. Yep, there it is. I don't know why it didn't work the first time though. I'm gonna just reload so we can do the same thing. Hello. Okay, it worked that time. It's kind of funny because I'm watching that little thing up there. Hi. Yeah, see. But it is clearly over, but it's taken a while for that to go. So yeah, I hope you learned something. I know I did. Um, basically, you can create your own singleton version of that, and that actually is pretty helpful. Um, Many times because like a lot of times you'll want like a pop-up that's basically a mirror of a component that you're using, and you'll want that component, you don't want them to match each other, you want them to be unique of each other, you know. There's a lot of like it just comes up a lot where you actually want everyone to have their own copy of it. And if you want that of a service, so if you want that, you use the new, you say a new, and it'll construct a brand new one that does whatever it wants. But if you want shared, you want to use the inject function. Um, so that was that. I think that was a very good video. I'm really happy about that. That's kind of why I do this stuff, is so I can learn the fine details as this code moves forward. And happy coding. Bye.